We had all the players coming back from international with no issues, so they are all fit and ready to go. Eze is getting better. He start taking some part of the collective training. But again, we don't want to put any kind of pressure or any kind of date on when he will be ready. But he's doing well, and we just have to reevaluate his how is he feeling week after week. We're not gonna make any date on his return.
Thanks, Patrick. This week, Newcastle's takeover has been dominating the headlines. I mean, over the last 4 seasons, there's either been 1 point or 1 place between Newcastle and Crystal Palace. I just wanted to ask you, as the manager of Crystal Palace, how do you process the news that such a close rival to you is now going to have such extreme spending power in the future?
I think it's a good news for Newcastle Football Club. I think it's a good news for Newcastle's fans, and it's good for the city of Newcastle. And we have to be happy for them, I will say it. And then this is the way it goes. This is the way it's been in the last couple of years. So we just have to manage and to deal with it.
Patrick, I want to talk about Monday, Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. It's going to be a rare occasion in football where both sets of fans are going to be cheering for one person's name. That's you, of course. Tell us how you're feeling about returning to your old club on Monday, but this time you're going to be sitting in the dugout as the away manager at the Emirates Stadium.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think, when I had the chance to play for this football club for 9 years, and, I arrived at this football club when I was a kid, and I left as a man. And this is the club where I played my best football, I will say. So obviously going back there will be emotional. But, I will put that on the side, because what will be important for us is to perform well and try to get points.
Patrick, you say you arrived as a kid, you left as a man. But when you left, Arsenal haven't won the league since you left. Now, when you were there, it was 3 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups. Since you left, it's just 4 FA Cups. I mean, how do you analyse Arsenal's, before when you were there and after now you've left?
I think this is a question to really ask people who've been inside this football club, who can't really talk about it. And I'm like everybody else. I just analyzing things from outside, and I don't want to go into details, because when you don't have all the information, it's really difficult to talk about something that you don't know. I was outside of the country, and I did not follow Arsenal as much as you guys. And I think you have a better thought about what's going on at Arsenal.
Final one from me, Patrick. I don't know if you saw Mikel Arteta yesterday. He was very complimentary of you, your skills as a player, your skills as a manager now. I just wanted to ask you, how do you rate the job he's doing at Arsenal at the moment? Because he obviously had a very tricky start this season with those 3 Premier League losses. He was under a lot of pressure. So how are you rating his job that he's doing there at the moment?
Well, I think when he was under pressure, and I think he did quite really well, because he's always been calm and composed. I think winning games and losing games, he always been consistent, and the way he was conducting himself. And I think this is a really good sign of a person who had everything under control, I will say. So, you get criticized because you didn't win the first couple of games, and then you get manager of the month because you win a couple of games. So this is the industry that we are on. So what is important, I think, is did it really well, is to focus on what he can control, meaning like how the team play, and keep going and try to change things around. And I think he did it quite really well.
Thank you, Patrick. That's all from me.
Okay, thanks very much. We'll go to Olivia, Premier League Productions.
Hi, Patrick.
Hello.
Just on those Mikel Arteta words about you, have you heard what he said?
No, I didn't. No.
So he basically just came out and said, they haven't replaced you on the pitch. I don't think there'll ever be a player like you. But also he hopes you get the reception for the player you were and the person. I just want to know what you make of those comments, and also how well you know Mikel Arteta as a player, as a man as well.
No, I don't know him really well as a man. Of course, as a player, I think he was a really good player. I think he has a wonderful career. I think when you look at the way that he managed himself to be a manager, I think he was in the City group, and he learned the job before getting a chance at Arsenal, and I think he did everything on the right way, if I can say that. I think he's somebody who, since he was playing, I think going into a managerial area was something that he wanted to do, I believe, because the way he was playing on the field, with talking a lot with his players around, he reminded me a little bit of a Didier Deschamps of the French national team, because when he was playing, you knew that Didier was going to be a football manager, and I think Arteta is quite in the same kind of mindset, I will say. Obviously, hearing what he's been said about me is always nice to hear good things about yourself, and I thanks him a lot for those kind of words.
And you mentioned putting the emotions of going back to Arsenal aside. Do you think that's going to be difficult for you?
I will answer that question after the game. But no, I'm really looking forward to it, because, spending 9 years is quite a long period of time. And that period, we were successful. And I was really pleased to be part of a generation of players who make history for this football club. So going back there will be emotional, yes, but again, the focus and the concentration will be about how can we perform well to have more chance of getting what we want.
And just finally from me, talking about the game now, because we haven't spoken a lot about Crystal Palace yet, but you've been playing really well before the international break. But is it key for you to start turning those brilliant performances like the ones against Brighton and Leicester into those wins now?
Yeah, that's what we need. I think we are really close of getting what we want, winning football matches. I think the process of getting the win are there. We're still making, I believe, some mistakes that cost us a point, and it's important for us to turn those good performances into wins.
Thank you very much. Good luck on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go to Alex Howe, BBC.
Hi, Patrick. Just to ask about the fitness of players and players that have been away. Are there any you're worried about their game time while they're away who won't be able to play from the start at the weekend?
No, not at all. I think majority of the players went to international and they played majority of them 90 minutes. Some of them a little bit less. They came back. They had a couple of days off. They had a session today. So they will have time to recover and be ready for the game on Monday.
And just about the reception and the emotions at Arsenal, you seem quite a cool and calm character off the pitch. Is there ever been a game as manager that has got to you emotionally?
Not yet. No, but it would be, I think it's just about controlling yourself, I believe, as a manager, and controlling the emotion. And I always try to do that. And I will try to do it again on Monday.
And just finally from me, someone else who's also been out longer term, Nathan Ferguson. I know you don't want to put dates on, but is he progressing well? Is he training similarly to Eberechi?
He is progressing well. He starts working on the field on himself with the physios, and he is getting better as well.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any other broadcast questions? ITV or beIN Sport? If not, we'll move on, and that's the end of the broadcast section then. Thank you.